Rightio, here comes Wayne's plane. If you've ever flown into Broome, you know you skim straight over the buildings and pretty close to the road. We're heading to Kununurra. Yoo-hoo! We got up super early this morning to get here. It's about 8 o'clock now. And there he is right there. Righto, we'll go and pick him up and hit the road. Safe and sound. See you on the road. Hey, how you going? We're going sooty fishing up Kununurra. Just picking up my cousin's hubby Wayne. He's just flown in from Perth, crack of dawn. And we're driving to, we think we're going to as far as Mary's Pool, which is just before Halls Creek. We'll see what time it is. We may head off to the Bungle Bungles campsite, which is out on the main road. We'll just see what time it is, see how we go. I've got to drop off some supplies in Fitzroy Crossing for my son. So we'll say g'day to him when we get there. We got the big rig. We got the big boat. So we're putting in at Kununurra at a mate's place out on Packsaddle Road. He's got a property that backs right down onto the Ord River there, top of the Ord. So that'll be mint. And it'll be 4 days, camping on the boat. We're all ready for rain. We might get some storms. So chasing sooties, we'll see. They can be quite elusive creatures, but good fun when you find them. So that's what we'll do. Should be plenty of waterfalls. Should be pretty specky up there. So looking forward to it. All right, we'll grab Wayne from the airport here and we'll mosey on up the road. We'll sort of do a little bit of filming as we go along. So we won't bore you. There's about 1,000 k's there. So we'll just do little quick ones along the road. Right up, see you. There's the whole Wayne. There you go, mate.
Good.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Good flight?
Yeah, no, it was actually.
Yep.
Tried to sleep through most of it.
Did ya? That's the one. Righto, let's get out of here. Just coming across the Fitzroy Bridge. See how much water's in here. You guys probably won't be able to see. Alright. Oh, she's still flowing like a beauty. About as much water as in it when you see me go under there in the boat a couple of videos ago. So the next time we cross the Fitzroy River, we'll be at Fitzroy Crossing. That's about 200, what did I say? 200 what? 230k or something. Pulled up on the side of the road here. Decent sized boa, should be a few thousand years old, that one I reckon. That's enough for them. Wayno's just getting out of his city clothes into some Kimberley attire. Well, if you're wondering why I got a croaky old voice, I'm just trying to get over a bloody bit of a flu that I've had. Well, I hope it's a bloody flu anyway. But can't seem to shake the cough. Wide open spaces. Claustrophobia around here. No, it's not very green out here, eh? Grass everywhere. Yeah.
F250 rims.
Oh yeah.
I had them when I was spraying with F250.
Yeah.
Only ever done.
Well, we pulled into Fitzroy Crossing for some fuel and dropped some supplies off to my young fella who was working out here at the time. mighty Fitzroy River. The levels really dropped. She was fair cranking the other day, and she's dropped right down. Chop anymore, I'm afraid. Just a little spring on the side of the road. Beautiful swimming hole in anytime.
I'm scared I'll walk through here somewhere today.
Oh, that's getting closer. That's out the other side.
Yeah, the other side, isn't it? This one here inside.
Alright, we pulled up. We decided not to stay at Mary's pool. Would have been nice, but it was a bit too early, so we carried on down the road a little bit further to we're just near the turn off to the Bungle Bungles turn off. It's a bit of a campground here. We're going to go down by the river down there, but there's too many big meat ants, so this is going to be us for the night. We've got the whole place to ourselves. I've been getting a little scattered rain every now and then. We're only about, what are we? Oh, probably only about 300 k's, maybe a bit more from Kununurra. We are oyster sauce, bit of fish sauce, and we'll get some veggies in. There we go. Renee cry-packed all these ingredients up before we left. Really bloody handy. Thanks, mate. Not bad for our first meal.
Perfect.
Also mixed up a bit of corn flour and a bit of cold water. You get that nice gravy, saucy type thing. A little bit of chicken stock and enjoy. A little bit of chicken stock. Warning all. You must be parked next to the bull paddock. We could hear all night with these bulls going off. They're talking to each other now. That was the road.
Oh, fuck. It's live, isn't it?
Yeah. What's the name of this river?
I don't know. There's a fucking sign on it.
3 trailer road trains tow out of here down to Wyndham Port. Definitely not charged. That should be charged up, man. He runs a barrow boat up through the Kimberley. He's one of the last people to have the tickets.
Really like it up here. So I
that drive? Bit over 1,000 k's. Absolutely specky scenery. I hope I didn't bore you. We're just popping into Kununurra here to pick up some supplies and fuel, and then we're heading out to a mate's place out on Pack Saddle, where he said we can leave the vehicle for a couple of days, and then we're on the river. The boys out this way do a fair bit of sandalwood farming, so most of the paddocks are full up with sandalwood now. There used to be a bit of a food bowl here. I think they still do, but not as much these days. Pretty hard to find the help, I think. Well, here we are at Toby's place. It turns out they dropped the level on the out in the water, so the boat ramp at Toby's place is can't use it. So he said to go and knock on the next door neighbour's door, and they said we could use their ramp. So that'll be great. That's what we'll do. Sneaky little track down to the river through the bananas. Oh yeah, there's all bananas on there. Cheers, Toby, for setting all this up for us, mate. Really appreciate it. Be great to catch up for a beer one day. Thanks, mate. A big thanks to Nick and Sez for letting us leave our car here. Really appreciate it, guys. Out there with machete harvesting then.
In the bags, eh?
Yeah, stops the birds from getting them. Apparently.
Ripen differently or quickly or...
I don't know. Top little spot. Car will be right there for a few days. Not a bad little boat ramp either. I forgot to bloody film it, didn't I? Useless. We're ready to go for 3 or 4 days, or however long we feel like it. I didn't think we had that much bloody gear with us, but with beers, ice, water, a few supplies, boat was pretty heavy. They had some good rainfall up this way a couple of days ago, so hopefully all the waterfalls will be flowing. Pretty specky views around here. Wayne had been up here once before on a Triple J tour, but I think he was in for a treat. Sweet. Very nice.
Yeah,
That's one of them.
that's
At least that's still flowing. Deal with it. Don't go sliding off there, Elbs. Well, if you slide down there like Elvis just about, you'll fuck go over the cliff. He's good,
Barely moving.
This is going to be home for the next 2 nights. Great little spot this. Pretty popular with all the locals as well. Not long after we set up camp, we heard this noise coming down the river. It was a couple of boys that run out of fuel.
This is what happens when you run out of fuel.
Bad place to run out of fuel. I think we're about 45 k's away from Kununurra.
And then we realised
I think that's where this beach is.
Engine, so we can't give it to them. Yeah, go down river.
Right, it's 10 to 4. So
10 to 4, you've got.
If you can paddle at 40 kilometres an hour, you'll be there before dark.
Hey, get both of you, get at the back of the boat and sit there and row it like, yeah, you go over that other side. Yeah, got to teach you how to row. Yeah. Now you're right, now go for it. I want to see you get up on the... Hey, I'll put the ski rope on. That's the go. Righto, good luck.
See you lads.
If we still see you on the river in 4 days' time, we'll give you a lift.
See you Wednesday.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you.
Pretty impressive view. Got camp all set up over there. I'll cook some tea in a minute after a beer. Still pretty warm. I'll go for a swim in a minute and then cook some tea up, I reckon. We've chucked the line in. Wayno's caught a few caddies, but we'll do the serious stuff tomorrow. We're hoping these guys that just left us, they're going to be alright. We tried to give them some bloody fuel, but turned out that the outboard was bloody 2-stroke, so lucky we didn't just pour straight unleaded in there. They were a little bit, I think they've been drinking in the sun all day, so they were a bit happy. But, anyway, there's plenty of people down the river there though. We just haven't got the fuel to run all the way back another 50 kilometres to take them home. Otherwise, bloody we would have been buggered. That's what happens. We'll work something out. Hey Wayno.
Yeah, we'll rescue them tomorrow.
Rescue them tomorrow. Character building going down the river.
Yep.
Alright, well, we'll catch you in a minute. Alright, I don't know if you guys, we're having chops tonight. And we got fresh corns in there that we got. A bit of salad and a couple of cold beers. I've had a guy, local bloke, rock up. He's got a couple of kids, I don't know if you can see. Probably not. Anyway, they're here. One big party. Good stuff. So, good morning. Another beautiful night here, paradise. Going fishing this morning. See if we can get some sooties. Just gonna have a bit of brekkie and get into it. See what it's about. It's looking pretty good.
Old mate here ended up running into those guys and he had fuel to give him, so it was all good.
Big
They
dog.
got back okay.
You're not eating your bickies this morning, Elves? You saying good day to all your mob? You say good day to all your mob. Good morning. Here you go. Alright, let's get a coffee on, eh? How'd you sleep last night, Wayno?
Good.
Did you get a bit cool?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I did too. Ended up putting the doona on fairly early, actually.
Good night. No mozzies.
Alright. No, it was good. Alright, we'll get some brekkie into us. Righto, a bit of brekkie. Should keep Wayne going till lunchtime. Maybe. He's a grown boy still.
Well, after brekkie we decided to put the drone up. Once again, I apologise for forgetting you guys' names. You're absolutely good value, the whole lot of you. The young daughter, she had a little teddy bear, and apparently that needed to go on the drone for a flight, and she was so stoked. Couldn't get the smile off her face. Bloody awesome.
I handed the controls over to the young fella. Couldn't keep the smile off his face either. I take it you've got a drone now, guys. Make sure you get it insured. Enjoy. After a really nice night, it was quite cool too. We got talking to this fella that was camped just next to us with his 2 young kids. He was telling us about a rock just downriver from where we were camped, and he was coming down to show us so we wouldn't run into it on the way home. Thanks very much for that, and I'm sorry I've forgotten your name. After we'd marked that rock on the chart plotter, it's time to do a few jobs, get a bit of firewood. Not much around. Everyone had cleaned it up, so we had to go on the banks of the river here and try and get some of this dry wood. Made it quite challenging with the rush of the water coming down the river.
Things you do for a bit of firewood.
We got the job done. Good on you, Wayno. Still got both your arms.
Don't try this at home. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. That's it, mate. Good job.
I'm nearly started to fucking chainsaw it, man.
It's all about getting the right crew.
That's good wood too.
All about getting the right crew. Right, let's go back for camping, get some lunch.
We're heading up the river. We're going to see if we can get up to the dam wall and to a little creek that I know of where I've caught lots of good sooties in the past. The river level, they'd really dropped it. I think it dropped by about 500, I think. It was bloody shallow. The prop was hitting the ground all the time. Not good.
Probably a little creek coming up here shortly. I'm only just skimming the bottom, trying to fight the current at the same time. So I don't know whether I can get to my spot. Maybe. Lake Argyle dam wall.
The water coming out of that pipe was fair cranking. Hadn't seen it like that before.
Sure is a lot of water.
You can really see the mark on the wall there, how much they'd dropped the level by. Fair bit. The dam was really low. You can see the mark on the wall where the normal level is. They reckon this year that the dam hadn't been this low in 30 years. So that's bloody amazing. A lot of water out there. That gap you see through there that opens up to the next part of the lake. Huge. Bloody lot of water, eh? Anyway, we got to this little creek where we wanted to go get up there and have a sooty fish. Couldn't get the boat up in there, so I had to swim up in there. No luck. Well, we took off down the river, still flicking for sooties. Well, you wouldn't read about it, the bloody phone rang. I thought we were out of reception, and it was a subscriber from over in Queensland. So we had a bit of a chat to him. Cheers, mate.
It's Tony, mate, down from the Gold Coast.
Tony at Gold Coast, and you're over crabbing at the moment?
Yeah, we're over crabbing on South Stratty, mate.
South Stratty, beautiful. Well,
South
I'm sitting at the bottom, the top of the ord, just below the dam wall, and we're flicking around for sooty grunters.
Nice stuff, mate.
Yeah. So,
top country you're in up there.
Yeah, for sure, Cobber, yeah. I'll show around and you can see where I'm talking to you.
Oh, beautiful, Shane. Thanks very much, mate.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
That's okay.
And see you later from the Gold Coast, mate.
Roger that. Good luck with the crabbing, boys.
Thanks, Shane. Good luck with the fishing.
Roger.
See you, mate.
See you.
Bye.
The world's watching you.
Oh, no.
So we're trying to get our lures right up into that shady area there. And that's the trick. Giving it the little flick. Righto. We had a bit of a... Oh yeah. Don't want to lose them. Right. Yeah, pretty cool campsite here. We caught nothing but large catties. No sooties as yet. We're going looking again now. We're going to change camps. Start heading back down the river. Can't go upstream anymore. It's just too hard. It's too shallow. So we'll mosey down there, find another camp, and keep hunting for those bloody sooties. You ready to get in, Alps? Come on then. Hup. Right, we're drifting off. That didn't work. Come on then. Hup. Good boy. Oh, good on you. Righto, let's go to another spot. Somewhere up here. Running some deep lures along these walls, see if we can pick them up that way. Not on much luck, that's for sure. Yeah. Woo. Oh. Woo. What are they eating for lunch? Looks like my little mate had a rough night last night as well. Sleeping early tonight. Do that nice water colour change? Yeah. They like that shit. So I'll have a few flicks around here, mate. Coming into this creek, the water had changed colour just a little bit. And normally they sort of like that, use it for camouflage and hide in the colour change. But there was nothing there. Anyway, keep flicking.
Didn't get a cow. No.
Oh, LB. Lazy dog. Great little spot this. Just enough room to get this boat in. Had to do a bit of trimming. Going for a little bit of a walk up here. There's a bit of a small waterfall and a bit of a swimming hole. It's not super hot in the shade, but it is a bit in the sun. There's all little rock pools and awesome for swimming in. Alright, eh?
Nice.
This is me and Renee's favourite spot.
Yeah. He's got to put it on a quick though.
Definitely a lot cheaper. Just watch that rock there, it's slippery. Who's for a swim? Special spot this. Mrs. and I used to come here all the time. Bring some lunch, a few drinks, just hang out here for the day. How'd you like that in your backyard? Oh, yeah. Come on, help. a little guest. Cut a little piece off and see how you go. Right, we just pulled up here on the banks of the river here. Gonna have a bit of lunch. Got a bit of coleslaw there and a few tasty little snags. This should do the trick for lunch. Got beers and then hook back into trying to get these bloody sooties. I don't know what's going on. Normally we don't have too much trouble catching them, but haven't even caught a little one. Nothing. Catfish, that's it. We could be eating catfish. Alrighty, I think this will be our camp for tonight. Hope they don't mind us using it. Lay a swag out on there, be good. Oh, it needs a bloody good clean out, that's for sure.
Well, the plan was to camp here tonight, cook a bit of tea and get up super early in the morning and go and see if we can get these bloody sooties. And then mosey on back into Kununurra, put the boat on the trailer and get a room for the night.
Righto, having a bit of a spag bowl number tonight. So a bit of mince and a few veggies around the campfire. Cup of cold beers. And yeah, it's going to be a bit of quiet night, unlike last night. We played up a little bit. Well, I did. Yeah, that can happen. I suppose you got to do it at least once while you're away, if not twice. Albie's had a busy day. And fishing, nil. But we're not giving up. We're keeping going. Alright, I'll get some tea together and I'll catch you all up.
Most nights we'd come across these mongrel looking things. They were everywhere up and down the river.
Dirty cane toads.
I suppose due to COVID, this camp hasn't been used in some years. Everything was big here. Massive grasshoppers and spiders the size of your hand. So if you ever camp here, keep an eye out for them. They're pretty harmless, they're just big.
Good morning all. Another beautiful night out here. A bit warmer than the last couple of nights, but not too bad. A good sleep. The plan is to have a cup of tea and then go and see if we can get some sooties. And we put a couple of red claw traps out last night. So we'll see if there's anything in that. And then the plan is we're going to head back down the river, put the boat on the trailer, head into Kununurra, spend the night in there, charge some batteries up. I've got battery charging problems. I don't know what's already going on with everything. Can't charge the drone batteries for some reason. Don't know why. It's always worked before, but it's not working now. And then we're going to go down to the bottom of the ord. We're going to shoot down there, see if we can get ourselves a barra. Take a few photos of some crocs. Wayne hasn't seen any good sized crocs, so we'll go down there and see if we can find some for him. That's the plan at the moment. But, anything can change. Alright, I'll get a cup of tea happening. We've got the fire going already. And go and see if we can get a sooty. Of the water coming out of that pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Came out real good.
Yeah.
Doing what it's supposed to be doing. And you've got your drag through loose. Every time you hear that noise, it means that the squirrels... The sun's just coming up. We've got our lines in the water. And fingers crossed we can score one this morning. Oh, he's got a hit. Oh, and again. I don't know if you guys can see that moon up there, just going over that rock. Looks pretty cool. How's this for a fishing location? First thing in the morning. It's quite warm, very sticky, a lot of humidity today. Tally so far is 3 or 4 archerfish, catfish, and the one we want, the sooty grunter. But we'll just keep flicking along here. See how we go. Righto, we got ourselves a sooty finally. Come up here, little fella. In the net. There you go. That's what we come all this way for. He's all right one. Sooty grunter. Sometimes known as a black brim. And they get quite big and really girthy, really fat. And pretty good eating in my books. So he can go on ice and we can have him for breakfast. Yeah, I know, you didn't like that word, did you? Alright, we'll get him in the ice. You gotta love that, don't you? Tangled to the shit house. Yeah. Another nice sooty. Smash that little. Alright, he looks pretty well hooked. There we go. Hey? Beautiful size soot. And he's real fatty. He's a lot fatter than the other one. That's a nice one. Okay, in the ice. Well, paid off getting up super early. We only managed to get the 2, As soon as it started to get a little bit warm, they went off the chew. Anyway, we had enough for breakfast, so we're shooting back to camp and cook these fellas up. And then we were moseying off down the river. Busting for a swim. Righto. You can see the sooty fillets. Nice and white meat. And sharp knife always. And down there like that. Spin it around. Use your tip of your knife and come down like that. With your thumb, just pinch in there. I know most of you all know how to fillet fish. And my channel's not all about fishing, it's about showing you a little bit of the views of the Kimberleys, and then in the proceeds a little bit of fishing. So there's plenty of guys out there that know how to fish way better than I do. So that's why I don't concentrate on filming just fishing. Like that. Like that. Like that. Beautiful. And then you just go back here, get something to grip on. So I go back like that just to make like a little ledge. So you got something to get your fingers on. Stick your knife under there. Grab your meat. Now don't move your knife, you move the fish like that. Just hold the knife still and just seesaw it. And there we go. A couple of them will do us. We'll have a look in his belly too and see what he's been eating, because he was pretty fat. Just like that. Beautiful. And there can be some pin bones in there too. So just down there like that. Just down there like that. That's that there. That feels pretty good. Alright, let's have a look in here. Oh, it looks like a bit of roe. Alright, it's full of roe. And there's going to be guys out there saying, I hope you're going to eat that. But yeah, I don't eat it. Do you?
No way.
And you also got your wings here. So I tend just to be a bit physical. Oh, maybe not. Birds can have that. Split that open there like that. And you got some good meat in there. You don't want to waste that. Rightio, we'll cook these up and I'll show you the end product. Rightio, we're going to put a bit of this coating on our thingy-majiggy. Can you read that? It's good gear. So, a little bit in a plastic bag. Get your fillet, hang on in there. The good thing about these bags, you can use them more than once. You just give them a wash out and stick them back in the thing and they're ready to do this again with them, instead of just throwing them away. In a good coating. We're going to need some decent oil, so got a rice bran oil there that can handle the heat a fair bit. Righto, that looks good. Bit of oil. You don't want to use like an extra virgin oil because it just can't handle the heat, and you want a little bit of heat. If it's all you've got, that's all you've got. But you've never had sooty grunter before, have you?
No. Sooty virgin.
Sooty virgin.
Still haven't caught one either.
Well, hopefully when we go down the bottom of the Ord, we'll see if we can get a barra down there.
Oh, sounds good.
No promises. Alright. And we've got a couple of hash browns as well. Bit of luxury. There you go. Give that a bit of a cook and have another cup of tea and pack up and head off down the river. I'll show you the finished product in a minute. Alrighty-o, there you go. That's fresh sooty grunter in a little coating, fish coating, and a good old hash brown. This is Wayne's first try, so we'll see how you like it, Wayne.
Right, mate.
Have a go at it.
Looks good.
Look at that nice
Look how
white
soft
flaky.
it is.
See the flakes in it?
Wow.
Magical.
Oh, awesome.
Is that the guy?
Good effort, Healy.
No worries.
To die for. Ooh, that is nice.
Awesome fish. Right, my turn. So there you have it. Fresh sooty grunter on the banks of the Ord River. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, that was a bloody awesome brekkie. Been waiting for that feed for a while. Bloody hot at the moment, but once we got the boat up and going, it was nice and cool. Hanging for a swim. So I know a couple of little spots just up the river here. We're going to stop for a bit of a paddle. They tell me there's a bit of a pond up here. Are you going to be able to get up here, Alps?
You can sit up here with a coffee, watching the world go by. Like a bloody horizontal horizon pull.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. Be nice if there's a bit more water pouring into it. Come on, big dog.
Get in there.
Here, bud. Here, come on. Up here. Come on, here. Up, up, up. Good boy. Get in. There you go. Come on, swim.
Get a photo of the horizon pool.
Yeah, you can sit here and have a few frothies. Righto, come on, let's go.
A big white wild shirt on too.
Ah, he's a rock climbing dog. That's too easy, isn't it? Watch the boat to the rocks. There's a float. Nice, isn't it? Just pulling into another little spot I know, and there's a little bit of artwork up here. I'll go and show Wayno that. It's better coming here just on dark. It's got a good feel about it. Someone's at a campfire here. Funny spot to camp. Oh, there we go. You guys can work out that. As you can see, it's better through the camera than you can with your eyes. She's starting to wear out. Don't know what that is. It's a crocodile there. You can see better through the camera than you can with your eyes.
Yeah, it's hard to make out what's what, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you look at it through the camera,
It looks like a big
it looks different.
there.
It does, doesn't it? That's what I thought it was. There's honeybees here. You can see them. Hopefully they don't go crazy. They're in big trouble. Love this country. Like I said before, it's way better here. Just as it's getting dark, all the light's just perfect. You got something up your nose there, Albs. Pretty sweet, eh? Righto guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed that. Mid-section of the Ord between the two dam walls. Great spot. We're pretty bloody lucky with the weather. We had some awesome weather. We got the second section coming up next, so stay tuned for that. That'll be part 2. We suss out the bottom of the Ord. We go for a drive around, pretty much what we did here, camp on the banks of the river. We do catch a barra, but anyway, you have to wait and see. I had a bit of a mishap. Well, if you like that, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the little bell. You'll be notified of the next missions. Alright, I'll flick on it. There's a couple of little bits and pieces here. We go over to the Keep River, so we go to Northern Territory, zip across there, and yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed it. See you in part 2. See you.